Hi, this is Laura Geis. Welcome back to the God Success Secrets video series. This is week number 32, and our success secret for this week says, pass or fail. Now you know how I like to bring things in to show you, and this week I brought my toolbox. I started this toolbox a few years ago when I noticed my husband was constantly losing tools around the house. So I started my own toolbox, and I don't let anyone else in it, so I always know I have what I need. So in here I have my tape measure and a screwdriver, some pliers, all kinds of handy things that I use when I'm doing projects around the house. Well, not long ago, my daughter, who is taking a shop class right now, had to take a test, and it was a tool test. Her teacher said, until you can name the names of all of these tools, and he laid them out on the table, you're not allowed to use any of them to make anything. So she had to pass this tool test if she wanted to continue on in her shop class. Well, did you know that God gives us tests all the time? And until we pass the test, He keeps giving us the same test over and over and over again. In Exodus 22 verse 1, it says, sometime later, God tested Abraham. So Abraham had to pass a test. Abraham passed several tests with flying colors, I might add. Think about Jonah. Jonah had a test to pass. God told him what He wanted him to do. Jonah failed the test. And guess what? Jonah ended up right back where he started from until he passed the test. In my own life not long ago, God put me through a test. And the test was, are you going to put me first or not? I'm pretty good about having my quiet time every day, but when my kids were little, I didn't really get in the habit of having my quiet time in the morning, because if you've ever had a baby, you know how that works. The baby is your alarm clock. There was no getting up early. You want to get all the sleep that you can. You don't want to set your alarm before you think the baby might wake you up. You just want to get as much sleep in as possible. So I didn't have a quiet time in the morning. And then as my kids got older, I started spending time with God in the morning. But every once in a while, I would get a little lazy and sleep in and let something else get in the way. And God kept telling me, are you going to put me first or not? Is this going to be a habit or not? I want to meet with you first thing in the morning. And until I passed that test and put God first, we couldn't progress any further on anything else that I was wanting to do is in ministry or just a lot of personal things that were going on. I was making absolutely no progress. It was as if God was saying, until you pass this test, we're not going to go any further. So what kind of a test is God giving you right now? Have you failed the test? Once? Twice? 3 times? Several times? What is it that you have to do in order to pass the test? So today I want you to get out your journal and turn to week 32 and write down our success secret, which is pass or fail. I want you to spend some time in prayer today, asking God, what is the test that He's asking you to take right now? And I bet if you pray about it and think about it just a little bit, you'll see some little area, some little place where you need to come up a little higher, or change a habit, or obey God in a certain area. What is that test that He is asking you to take? And what do you have to do in order to pass the test? Because you're not going to progress until you pass the test. So write down what is that test, and then write down your plan for passing that test. And then by the time I see you next week, hopefully you will have passed that test with flying colors, and you will be ready to move on toward your success. I'll see you next time.